What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris. So this is a small haul that I did from Shein, and I have another one on the way. I am going to do this more silent with maybe a voiceover here and there and just play music as I show everything. I find that it's much easier and faster to go through journal supply hauls when it's done that way. I could already tell right now there are a few things I am not crazy about, but we'll talk about that as I go through it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this haul. Okay, so in regards to these stickers, cute, absolutely love them. But when you're on the Shein website, you can't really see that they're like a cutout sticker. I don't like how it has that border on it. I prefer them when they are cut right to the actual image itself. Um, I mean, I'm still going to use them. I'll figure out a way how to make them work. But yeah, these are not, I can't, what are these called? They're like chips, you know? Um, yeah, I'm just not crazy about that. Now here I'm going to peel the back off a little bit. They are not a super thin sticker, but they're not like a medium or a lightweight cardstock either. They're just thicker, little thicker than a regular paper sticker. Again, same thing with this one. I mean, I think maybe what I'll do is I could always like, I'm going to cut in a little closer to get some of that extra white off there. And I could actually like maybe distress the edges a little bit. Something like that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of these. And unfortunately, when you're looking at the images online, you don't see any of that edge. And these ones are very prominent. Although, they're beautiful. I love the images on them. I just wish that they didn't have that border on there. Facebook images here are really cool. Like if you're a fantasy reader, a lot of people are into fantasy. These would be nice in your reading journal to incorporate into your pages because they have like a fantasy feel on them. Not all of them, some of them. Like I like this next one coming up with the flames. That's really cool. Now I like the images here, but look how small some of them are. I mean, they're tiny, like the people anyway. So yeah, and I'm not really crazy about the shoes. They're tiny. These ones are very small. It's hard to gauge size too when you're looking at stuff online. Again, you know what? I mean, these probably cost $1.20, so it's not like, you're really breaking the bank here, but and I like these little pixies. They are adorable. again and just figure out how to work them in somehow. But yeah, so I did way too much shopping, you guys. I've recorded a few more videos, and I'm like, you know, when you do that, you don't realize how much you're getting. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to buy a couple more storage boxes. I got some really pretty decorative boxes from Hobby Lobby, and I've been putting like my sticker packs in these boxes based on, like, you know, what their theme is, and so I could easily find what I'm looking for. But I think I'm gonna need a couple more boxes because between that journal say haul, this one, and the ones I've got coming, and the ones I've recorded, yeah, I ended up with a lot of stuff. You know, and it's funny, after you order things, you're like, oh, you know what else I wanted to get? And it's like, okay, do I go back and place another order? I don't think I will be ordering from Temu or Shein again. I find the stuff from Journal Say to be far more superior. Actually, the shipping is even better. And I did do another haul that I've recorded. It's not uploaded yet or even edited, from a place called Doodle Diaries. That is very nice too. I'll talk more about that when I'm doing that video. There's some things I want to mention in there, but so far overall, Journal Say is where it's at. Now these stickers are a little better. These are PET tapes, so I'm more pleased with these. You know, I mean, I like to mix it up and not always use PET tapes, you know, the clear. I do like the paper, but I like when the paper's actually cut to the image and not just around it. But yeah, these ones are very nice. The books, I like to have a good variety and options for book borders and pieces to add in. I was lacking in that area when I go to do my reading journal spreads. It's like I'm scrounging around looking for book stickers or things to incorporate in, and then if I find one, it may not be the style I'm going for. So as you've seen, I've picked up a lot of different book borders and columns and edging. And these ones too, these are also PET. They have this, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or if I try to pull it in a little closer so you could see it. These have like, these are like the laser cut. So they have like little pieces of, it looks like shards of holographics. And they're very pretty, but sometimes in a journal, they could be also very distracting as well. Papers. Love papers. And I do want to place an order with probably Journal Say. We'll see, on some background papers. Now I can't remember if these ones are like washi adhesive. I don't think so. I think these are just plain paper, and they're super nice. They're really thin, and the texture on them is nice. They feel very kind of like the page of a book, you know, if you're reading a paperback. You know, I don't really like super thick cardstock type papers because they do take up a lot of space. Well, not so much space as thickness. They can make a journal very, very thick, especially if you're using them on every page. These papers are beautiful as well. These are a little larger, so these are nice for tearing or, you know, cutting. You could actually flip them to your entire page. But just nice floral background. Yeah, I like these ones. I like the colors. The neutrals with the black and that muted rose. Super pretty. Now watching this back, it's kind of like I'm going to go online and place another order. These ones are a little bright. They'll be usable, but these ones are bright. I love the unicorn. Yeah, these are, I mean, with the right plan in mind, they'd be really beautiful, but they are very bright. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of the video here. Some extra stickers thrown in. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You all have a great day, great week, great night, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching, and we'll chat again real soon.